Thank you, Phil. This is my last time doing this. It's really been fun. Carolyn, we're taking over next semester, I guess, next school year. So we have 3 outstanding students that will be introduced by Principal and fellow Rotarian Solizano. And each student will be receiving a plaque telling that she or he is a outstanding student. And we'll also be receiving some gifts, a cheeseburger from Carl's Jr. Yeah, trouble here. We had gift certificates from Richards, and they're out of business locally, but they're still open in Alamo, so I'll give you those. And free ticket to the Vine Theater, which always has good movies. And there's one more. Oh, bowling, a night of bowling at Granada Bowl. So, Principal Solizano?
Oh, hold your applause, hold your applause. Thank you. Just hold your applause. Thank you, fellow Rotarians. We actually were slated to honor our students last month, but you know, I do believe that the earth is spinning a lot faster because the school year has gone by so fast. I can't believe we're graduating our seniors next Friday. And so, so we were really just in the midst of so many different activities, and so I asked to postpone to where we had just a small breathing room before we launched into the final exams of our school year. So the other request was, I actually had a special opportunity to recognize 2 siblings, 2 brothers, 2 twins. And I couldn't just recognize one, I have to recognize both. So today we're fortunate to recognize 3 students from Livermore High School. Our first recipient, she holds a 4.1 GPA. She has a rigorous academic schedule, taking several advanced placement courses. She's been on the Principal's Honor Roll all 4 years at Livermore High. She's a scholar athlete and a member of the Get Set program for girls exploring technology, science, and engineering. She's part of our National Honor Society that embodies the pillars of character, leadership, scholarship, and service. She's been on our inaugural Right Team, which is a team of students that what they are peer editors for students that are in the language arts classes, and they provide feedback and constructive feedback for students working on their essays and giving them tips so that they can submit a very fine-tuned and well-written essay. She is an officer for Club Interact, where she's helped organize many charitable events, including car washes, e-waste collection, canned food drives, and the Rotary Basket Auction. She is an artist, a very creative artist. Even when she submits either her tests or her homework, she always draws a nice little caricature on the top of her work, so her teachers can have something to smile at. She's worked for the school newspaper, and she's illustrated a lot of our articles with sketches. She's a stellar writer, very creative in all of her subjects. She uses sophisticated vocabulary and clever phrases. She's a mathematical superstar with attention to detail on every physics lab and math problem. She loves to work with students in small groups and creative methods in solving problems. She has incredible artistic talent and shines through everything she does with detailed drawings of laboratory experiments, and again, little cute drawings for her teachers. She's also been a member of our water polo team. Just last year as a junior, she was introduced to playing for the water polo team and learned the sport very quickly. She became an integral part of the varsity team, a team that has earned both NCS championship berths, both her junior and senior year. And what impresses me the most is that just with all these academic accolades and all this academic success and her participation in extracurricular activities, she has had the condition of type 1 diabetes. And never once has she ever said, I can't, or I won't. She is the type of student that says, I will, and I can. I'd like to introduce Marissa Cordiano, our outstanding student from Livermore High School.
Thank you very much for taking this role on me. It's an honor. I'm Oh, okay. I will be attending UC Santa Barbara in the fall for biomedical sciences, and just because I've had such a personal role with all the medical issues I've had for like the last 9 years of my life, and I'm just like amazed about how all these medical advancements can aid all these different people with different technologies and stuff. So I'll be doing that. I'm also very interested in being part of Rotaract, which is, I guess, the next form of Interact, because I've just had a blast. I've been part of Interact for like the last 4 years, and I became an officer this year, and it was just really fun to just, I don't know, just the whole community helping out and doing all of that. So thank you very much. Livermore High School has been a total challenge in my strengths and weaknesses of different schooling activities, with balancing diabetes and schoolwork and home life and social life and everything. So I think I've been very well prepared from Livermore High School and hope to do well for the rest of forever. So.
So as I mentioned earlier, I've been fortunate enough to recognize 2 twin brothers. And I guess to sum it up, I didn't know them previously. I've only been at Livermore High School for the last 2 years, so that considers me being a sophomore. And so they, as freshmen and sophomore, mostly as freshmen, they were seen just running around campus. They were the 2 brothers that were constantly buzzing with energy. So much so that they would even put on little capes and run around high school just with positive energy. They weren't disruptive, they weren't horseplaying, they just had a lot of positive energy. And so they channeled that energy into something that was going to help them excel in the sport of track and field. So I'm going to begin with Tyler. Tyler holds a 3.1 GPA. He's made incredible growth over the years. He's overcome some amazing obstacles, and he's been awarded the honor roll for 3 years at Livermore High School, and has worked incredibly hard to maintain high academic standing. But his athletic accomplishments include a school record in the 1600 meter race, clocking a 4 minute and 7 second mile.
Wow.
He is a North Coast section champion and a meet of champions in the 1600, and placed second in the 3200 meter race. In the fall, he was a cross-country champion with a 9 minute and 17 second timed race for the 3200 meter race. This weekend, he'll be competing in the prestigious CIF State Track Championships for the 1600. He is an NCS champion or meet of champion, NCS champion, going to the state finals, and we're all going to root for him, and I do believe he's going to win. Tyler is unbelievably friendly. He models kind and enthusiastic attitude to his fellow students. He is often seen working with other students, meeting new people, and in fact, just today, as we were in the car driving over, I know you, and just getting to know Marissa as we were driving over. And so they're incredibly friendly, and of course, they are known around our campus for having that energy. And so he's very well liked by his peers. His brother Todd, he also carries a 3.1 GPA, and has incredibly grown and showed tremendous growth over the years. He's overcome some significant challenges, both academically, and has succeeded in his academics and in the sport of track and field. He has earned several awards from a wide variety of teachers and subjects during his 4 years at Livermore High School. He's earned honor roll and principal's honor roll over the past 3 years. Yes, he is energetic, but he is very positive and hardworking and eager to learn new skills. He's also played another role at our campus. We did a music video, kind of a spirit and community building called Operation Needle Drop, and he's one of the principal characters in the music video. And he also helped design and build the stage and the backdrops for our award-winning drama programs. He placed, athletically, he placed 4th overall in the North Coast section, in the 3,200 meter race. He is 4th all-time as a school record holder for a time of 9 minutes and 11 seconds in a 3,200 meter race. He also clocked a 4 minute and 25 second time in the 1,600 meter race. And in the fall, Todd was a CIF state qualifier for cross country and finished 18th out of 150 competitors with a time of 15:42 seconds. Both boys are gifted. They're gifted with personality, they're gifted with intelligence, and they're gifted with some legs. When I've seen them race, and if you're familiar with track and field, in the competitors who run 1,600 and 3,200, they're very slender, right? And they're very slender, and they're very what I call lanky. And so, as you can tell, they are more of your smaller stature, more stocky, but very powerful. They are powerful runners, and I've seen them catch people who are in front of them and pass them without any loss of breath. They're just incredible runners. In the fall, they will be moving on to Las Positas College. I do believe Tyler will be hoping to see how well he does this weekend, and hopefully will earn some recognition and possibly a scholarship to a Division I school once he completes his junior college requirements. So good luck to them this weekend, and good luck to you in your future. Please welcome Tyler and Todd Olson.
Wow, I don't really know where to start, but like, ever since Todd and I were little, my mom would like have work or something, and she would give us to our grandma to watch over us, and it was kind of a hassle when you're young, because we would always zoop around the house, like running away from him, and then my grandma's all like, I don't know which one we had to catch, because Tyler's going one way, Todd's going another way, so don't it's kind of hard, but like, yeah, so I've actually had great experience at Livermore High School, starting my freshman year, like what Mr. Solizano said, where we have a lot of energy. It's nice to kind of show everyone like how much people can like experience, like what you can go through. And then like during my sophomore year, just channeling all that energy into something else, because everyone at that school has been telling me, you should try out for the track team. You really have a lot of energy. So I was like, I don't really feel up to it. It's not kind of my thing. And then when it's sophomore year, I'm like, you know what? I think I should decide to run track. I've always liked running. I think I might want to channel all that into it. So it became really nice. During my sophomore year, I was the first one in my school to make it to state as a junior, which pretty impacted everyone in the school. And they're like, you need to continue at that. You need to think of something else to do with that. So after that comes my senior year. I'm doing really well. Like after breaking the school record, I felt pretty happy when that happened. So after that, I was thinking, go to Las Positas. Hopefully, if I win state, get a scholarship to a really good Division I college. And after that, I've been always thinking about this too, because since I was like sophomore, I was watching the Olympics. So after channeling all of that energy, I want to actually compete in the Olympics and be like a distance runner for them, and be pretty much my number one idol for the Olympics is Usain Bolt. So I want to be the next Usain Bolt, represent USA, and pretty much be one of the best Olympics runners that people can look back and be like, hey, I went to school with that kid. That's my kind of guy I want to look up to. And pretty much it's pretty well that I've been well known for in the school, and it's pretty happy to see all my fellow friends and my family saying that's my son, that's my grandson. It's really nice having him in my life because he touched everyone in the family and everyone in the school, even new incoming principals who like to see what the Olsen twins will have, and they want to know what's going to happen with them when they leave high school, because everyone's all like, we're gonna miss them so much, so I hope they don't forget about me. So I like to say thanks to the school in making me who I am right now. I just think Tyler just said everything that I could like probably say. I mean, I would thank the school for encouraging me to use my energetic abilities to run. And what Mr. Solozano said about Las Vicias, I mean, I will go there, hopefully. And if I don't, it's not gonna be like much of a big deal. I'll just probably move up with my uncle, Uncle Jeff, with probably for over in oh my God, I almost forgot the name. Over at an angel camp over in San Andreas. He's a I don't know what he pretty much is. He owns his own theater out in Angel Camp, which is pretty amazing. I can go there for free, and I don't even have to pay to watch a movie, or maybe not even have to pay for food. On the house for me. So pretty much I'm gonna have a good year. See where my running is gonna take me for college. So I thank everyone for that.
Thank you, Karen, everyone, for again supporting the students at Livermore High School. And one, if you haven't read the papers or if you haven't paid attention to social media, Measure G that supports the Livermore Valley Schools did pass with a 71%. Definitely is a strong message from the voters and the community of Livermore that says we support our schools. So thank you very much for all your support, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you.
Sheila, we're going to have to delay at the end of the meeting.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll do it fast.
Okay, we're going to have to move to the mini grant program voting.
Good morning.
All right, I'll try to do it in 5 minutes. No, just kidding. Okay, first of all, my name is Moni. I'm one of your co-chair for the mini grant. Welcome to our Rotary mini grant presentation. I'd like to invite all the recipients to come up here, please, and line up in order. Kathy will help you with that. Come on up, please. And recipients, once you're called up here, you have please say a few words about your organization and also what you plan on doing with the grants. We would appreciate that. We'd love to hear what you have to say and what you're going to be using it for. As they're getting in line, I would like to say a few words about the mini grant. The Livermore Rotary Club mini grant program provides funds for materials, equipment, and other resources necessary to carry out special projects that directly benefit the community, with a particular emphasis on our youth and education. These awards are granted 4 times a year vary in value of up to $500 and are given to groups, not individuals. A panel of Rotary representative review all applications, evaluating for financial need and overall community impact. Grants are funded by all of you and your generosity. So with that, before we get started too, I'd like to thank a few people. First is our LVEF representative, Vicky is here or not? Okay, she's not here. That's a Livermore Valley Education Foundation. School District Trustee, Kate Runyon, please give her a hand. And for all the committee members, please stand up. Committee members from mini grants, thank you. Let's give them a big round of applause. We have great meetings and we passionately discussed about who we're going to be granting and all that, and it's amazing to have all you there. And all our sponsors, please stand up, your sponsors, one of our Rotarian sponsors. Thank you so much. You guys make a huge difference in getting the word out for us. And last but not least, my co-chair, Kathy Streeter. She's amazing. Amazing to work with. Okay, the first recipient is going to be Rana Ligon, if I hopefully didn't say it right, from Jackson Arroyo Seco School. And this is for $300 total, $150 from us and $150 from LBF. Come on up.
Hi. I want to say that I'm really honored for your and really feel lucky that you've been so generous to us. We have combined Jackson Avenue School and Arroyo Seco for their GATE program, and so we are planning on having a district GATE event sometime in the fall, early on, kind of a get to know everybody kind of event, and put on a show. The company is called the Mad Science Diablo. Mad Scientist Diablo, and there's 3 different shows, and we're going to be picking one of them now that we have the grant. And so thank you very much, all the children and teachers and parents. We're really pleased with you guys doing this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next is going to be Rick Peterson. Rick is going to be here on behalf of Jennifer Smith from Christensen Middle School.
Thanks, Monty. Yeah, actually, on behalf of Jennifer Smith, actually Jennifer Smith is my daughter, so she's over at Christensen Junior High. And also, many of you might know of my wife, Linda Peterson. She's also at Junction, so and I have a son over at Livermore. So we have a lot of people in the family. Thank you for Keith, for Measure G, for pushing that through. So we appreciate all your efforts on that. Anyway, for my daughter, I talked to her last night. She just gave me this little quick note to say thank you very much for the award. I'm just going to read what she said. She said, on behalf of myself and my students at Christensen Middle School, I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude for agreeing to supply my classes with a set of whiteboards, a new set of classroom speakers. These items will help tremendously with assessing student needs and providing a more engaging experience in the classroom. These items will also help in the transition to the new Common Core standards. And again, thank you so much for supporting Livermore students and teachers.
Next is Carrie Myers and Tom Jones from Granada High School. And they are receiving a total of $1,000, $500 from our Rotary Club and $500 from LVEF. Come on, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually Therese Hollister. I'm the Granada Music Parents Board President, and it is my pleasure to be here today, this afternoon, representing Granada High. On behalf of the students and staff at Granada High, we are most grateful for the generosity in granting us this mini grant. We are working very hard with various groups to complete a project we started earlier this year. We are attempting to raise $20,000 to replace old and worn-out marching percussion instruments. Our instruments currently are being duct taped together. So we are working really hard on presenting a beautiful band when we perform and compete throughout our seasons. Carrie Myers, which is our fundraising coordinator, Mary Bitzer, and myself have been working hard on this project to see its completion by the end of this year. With the help of various businesses, organizations, and families within the community, we are close to achieving our goal. The funds today that were raised will go towards our purchase of our new drums. We are extremely grateful for all of your generosity. Thank
I don't know why those uniforms will be torn because it's only 20 years old. So anyhow, next is Danielle Mintz. She's from Granada High Counseling Center. They will be receiving $1,000, well, $500 from us and $500 from Elvira. Come on up, please.
Skip one. That's all right. Keep
Okay,
going.
I'll come back. Okay.
Hi, my name is Danielle Mintz, and I'm the College and Career Counselor at Granada High School. And I just want to thank everybody today for this grant. We are going to use this grant to sponsor college field trips for our students who are first-generation college students, come from low socioeconomic families and ethnic minorities. So our goal is to take the students on field trips, one in the fall and one in the spring, to visit local California campuses. So one example would be taking probably about 45 to 50 students up to visit Sacramento State, University of the Pacific, and UC Davis. So that would be one example. And hopefully we can get this going every year so that we can offer it to all of our students. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, I'll have to bring back Linda Smith. Linda is from Menor Hall, and she will be receiving $844 from both of our club and Elvira.
Thank you. I'm Linda Smith. I'm a science teacher at Mendenhall, and we're in the infancy stages of developing our STEM program. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. It's an optional program for students to take them as not single disciplines, but pull it all together, and these kids can do amazing things. So your grant's going to provide us, put computers in their hands to learn Autodesk, which is the new and improved version of AutoCAD. We'll be doing CAD designs and C programming to program robots. So we're very excited to bring this to the kids. Thank you.
And next is David Mullenhoff. I hope I said it right. David is here on behalf of the Tri-Valley Housing Opportunity Center, and his organization is receiving $500 from our club. Come on up, please.
So our executive director couldn't be here today, asked me to step in. I'm the chair of the board. Rotary's been very generous to Tri-Valley Housing. We thank you for it again. This money in particular is going to be used to upgrade our old housing counseling software from a rather outdated system to the more HUD-friendly Counselor Max system. And this is particularly important because we've started doing some groundbreaking work through Horizons and with some other nonprofits here in Livermore to do some outreach and financial education programs towards Latino and other underprivileged families and youth. And we need to be able to track how people are improving as they go through these programs. And so this will be very, very instrumental in that. We thank you very much.
Next will be Valerie Hun. Valerie is here on behalf of the Exceptional Needs Network, and she will be receiving $500 from us.
Good afternoon. I'm Valerie Hund. I'm the board president for ENN. That's our nickname for Exceptional Needs Network. I'd like to thank the Rotary and along with Paul Brown, our sponsor. ENN is a nonprofit organization that started kind of a grassroots effort by parents with children with special needs here in Livermore. And we are approaching our 13th year of hosting summer and fall camps at beautiful Camp Arroyo. And we have children on the special needs spectrum, so anyone with autism, Down syndrome, or cerebral palsy. And we're going to use the funds for purchasing an iPad. One of the biggest deficits with children with special needs is communications. And technology has really taken us to the next quantum leap as far as being able to communicate through different applications on the iPad. So thank you so much, and have a good afternoon.
Valerie, thank you for reminding me about the sponsors as well. I'll read a few more names that I haven't mentioned. Millie Seibel, Carolyn Siegfried, Bob Cowan, Kelly Bowers, Britt Peterson, and Paul Brown were the previous a sponsor for the folks that came up here earlier. Next is Sarah Stanger Montano, and I want to congratulate Sarah as well. This morning she was selected as Teacher of the Month program at Joe Mitchell. Come on. I'm her sponsor for this one. She is receiving $500.
Thank you so much for your generosity. With the $500, I'm going to be purchasing an iPad. Last year we had the opportunity to have somebody come from England and help in our classes, and she helped set up a pen pal program for classes in England with our classes. I'm actually a first grade teacher at Joe Mitchell's school, and the iPad will make an easy way for us to correspond, I guess, with each other. Hopefully I can find a fun app that's not too scary for first graders. So that's what we plan to do with that $500. And our school, in case you didn't know, is an IB candidate this year. So IB is International Baccalaureate, and that's trying to teach the kids to be internationally minded. So this grant will very much help with that. Thank you.
Okay, Marissa Pascal will be here to represent Linda Peterson in Junction Amherst School. And Rick Peterson is the sponsor, and she will be receiving $225.
Hi, I'm here as a parent volunteer. Myself and another parent volunteer asked Mrs. Peterson, our librarian, if we could restructure our AR, or otherwise known as Advanced Reading Program. It is a comprehension software that the children read books and take tests on, and you earn points. And so we asked to restructure the point system for the incentive program for the grades 1 through 3. And what we did is we lowered the incentive points to try to encourage the children that are struggling with reading to be able to obtain one of the incentives. And so now this year, a couple parents, we raised all the money to do it ourselves this year, and we're very thankful for this money to provide supplies for next year. So now the children are earning these special dog tags that have different designs on them, and it says Junction Avenue Bulldogs, and there are point values, and they proudly display these necklaces throughout campus. So it's very exciting to see the children wear their necklaces, get so excited every month to see how many points they've earned, and wear their necklaces. So we really appreciate this money, and this money is going for grades 1 through 3, and also we're including grades 4 and 5 in it. So just to let you know that this program has made a huge difference in the children. Last year we had 85 children in grades 1 through 3 participate in this advanced reading program. This year we have 160 children in the AR program. So we are very, very grateful for this money, and we feel that it's making a huge difference at our school. Thank you.
Next is Chloe Lambert. Chloe's from Arroyo Seco. She will be receiving $200 from our club and LBF.
Hi, I'm Chloe Lambert, and I am a new teacher this year, teaching first grade at Arroyo Seco. And I'm very grateful to receive this because as a new teacher, funds are very limited. So I'm going to use this for also a new iPad for my classroom, which will be really helpful. Working in small groups, and first grade is such a crucial year to learn reading, and so I'll get apps for reading. So I'm really excited, and thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Don't forget to apply again in fall. It's coming up again. Next is Leela Witherspoon. She's from Delaware High School, and she's receiving $263 from both our club and LVF. The sponsor is Sam Steele. Come on, please.
Hi there, I'm Leela, and I'm from Del Valle, the art teacher there. This mini grant kind of goes towards the art program, yes, but mostly one student. Christopher Haggerty is his name. And like most Del Valle students, when he was younger, he made bad choices. And he's working hard as an 18-year-old about to graduate to make up for that. And it takes a lot of work. And so at the beginning of the trimester, he came up to me, he's like, Ms. Witherspoon, I need 25 elective credits to graduate. 25 is huge. like 5 credits is one class. And so it was like, okay, what are we gonna do for this? And a couple days later, he came up and he's like, how possible would it be for me to get $300 to buy 8,000 wood blocks? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe possible, I'm not sure. And so he told me about it. And what it is he wanted to create was a Menger sponge, which is a mathematical fractal that has both infinite surface area and 0 volume. That's the extent of my knowledge about it. This is a Menger sponge to the 1st degree. It's made out of 20 blocks. So this is gonna go back to his project tomorrow. This is a Menger sponge he made last year to the 2nd degree, which is made out of 20 of those smaller ones. And the one he's making is a Menger sponge to the 3rd degree, which is literally gonna be this big, weigh 20 pounds, and is made out of 8,000 tiny wood blocks. So we're talking about 100 man hours right now, and he's definitely earning those 20 credits. And that's what really this mini grant was, is giving him the tools he needed in order to, get graduated. And at Del Valle, that's like our big drive, is it's like all about graduation. You can graduate, and so it's fantastic to be able to give him what he needs. And so thank you. I couldn't be more grateful for giving that to him.
Thank you for making such a big difference. Next is Vivian Connolly. She's here to represent Barry Parr on behalf of Livermore High School newspaper. Come on up, please. And the sponsor is Jackie William Courtwright. They're receiving $500 from both of our clubs and LVF.
So I'm Vivian Connolly. I'm from El Vaquerito, the student-run newspaper at Livermore High School. And I just want to extend my sincerest gratitude to the Rotary for their grant. I've been on the staff of this paper for 2 years. This year I'm the editor-in-chief. Not a lot of people know what journalism's like. I came into it expecting like nothing very different from an English class. But what I actually found was like a business. Whether you're editor-in-chief, the editor of your own section, taking pictures, or managing advertisements, everyone is responsible for a different aspect that always comes together to be this like 28-page achievement. I love being a part of this class because it gives me a chance to grow and others a chance to grow in a workplace setting. For me, I get to be a leader. In a typical day, I hear people call my name every few minutes, and I'm running around enough for it to be considered cardio, but I really love it. Knowing people look to me when they don't know what to do, or knowing that I can solve their problems is a really magnificent reward. Besides all this journalism, proofreading, managing, and organizing, there's a financial side, because we need to send out a paper every month. Something I'm guilty of is getting too wrapped up in editorial things and not worrying enough about raising funds. So that's why this grant is so helpful. And again, on behalf of myself, our advisor, Barry Parr, and the whole staff, thank you.
And lastly, it's going to be Teresa Payton from Maryland Ave School, and she will be receiving $350 from our club and LVF.
Hi, I'm Teresa Payton. I work over as an elementary science specialist at Maryland Avenue School. And if some of you hopefully know what that is, a lot of parents I ask will look at you and go, my kids have science? I said, yes, we're kind of behind the scenes. We're not the classroom teachers. You don't see us that often. But we're there every day helping your kids. I'm the full-time teacher. I teach 14 different classes 2 times a week. So I see 1st graders, 3rd graders, 4th graders, and 5th graders right now. So about 320 kids 2 times a week is who I see. My job is to get them enthusiastic about science. That's really what I feel my goal is. I want them to have a lifelong love of science so that when they move on to junior high and high school and get their new curriculums, that they're already very positively inspired, that they realize that science is everywhere, which is my mantra in class, and that our lives are hit by science pretty much every day in every way. We teach life science, physical science, and earth science, earth science, that's right, in all 3 grade levels. And so what I'm doing with my grant that I have received from Rotary is I'm buying a series called the Bill Nye Science Guide. We do lots of hands-on experiments, lots of concepts, and lots of vocabulary. But one of the great things is to get kids enthused about it in a different area And I cannot always show that area. I cannot do explosions for them. I don't have the hood or any other capabilities in that classroom. So to be able to have Bill Nye come on in his enthusiastic and positive manner and give education and awareness to kids and broaden their minds to science is a wonderful thing. So I wanted to thank the Rotary. I also just wanted to say as an aside, I walked in here figuring I wouldn't really know or who anyone was in this room. And I forget that I live in Livermore. And as I look out in the faces out here, I see people that I have met through boards. I have seen people that I have met with my kids playing basketball with their kids this morning. I see my son's principal. I see a girl who has played water polo on the same high school team as my son for the last 2 years. And I see 2 boys that as the junior coach of swimming, I see every day running around school as I'm at the pool. So it's a fantastic community to live in, and I thank you for being such wonderful representatives.
So as you can see and hear, the money that you give make a huge difference in the life of others, more important in the lives of children. We are here together to do this thing together, to help each other grow and then strengthen each other. I think you guys all do that. Let's give a warm round of applause to Livermore. How about that, huh? I want to just kind of, because this is our last quarter, I just want to share these numbers with you real quick. As you can see, the last quarter, fourth quarter, we have 21 applicants, 13 were awarded, and a total request was $10,933. And Rotary, this quarter we gave $36.37 and LVF $26.37. If you look at each of the quarter, the first quarter has the most applicants coming in, second is 20, third is 16, but as you can see, total is 93 applicants, 46 awarded. Total request is $47,513. Rotary, look at where your money is going, you guys. Amazing. $11,931. Our budget is $12,000, so I came close. We came close as a group. All right, and LVF, look at our partner, our proud partner. $8,264, a total of $20,195. So as this year's co-chair, I just got to tell you, I'm very, very proud. So first and foremost, congratulations to all the recipients. Second, to our sponsors. Third is to our committee members. And fourth is to our partners, proud partners, the school district and LVF. And lastly, each and every one of you. So think of us when you give your money. We do make a big difference. We really do. So I want to end it on this quote that I always end our meeting with. And I want you to repeat it after me. It's better to make a difference than to make a dollar. Ready? Yeah. On 3. 1, 2, 3. It's better to make a difference than to make a dollar. Thank you so much. Enjoy that.
Sheila?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Okay, if you could just hold on.